o fedise dintwa le matshwenyeho, o sibuluke, setjhaba sa heso, setjhaba sa South Africa, South Africa. Van onze hemel, edidikte van ons hier. Voor ons hier weggeperdes, van die kranse antwoord gee. Sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land. Thank you very much. La opela ka re le sale ko World Cup. You are true patriots. Thank you very much. As I take this opportunity to introduce myself, I will be your program director for the day. My name is Lesufi. I want to take this opportunity to welcome and acknowledge the Premier of Gauteng, Panyaza, Lesufi. Premier, we are grateful for your presence. Yeah, no, that's more like it. And then let me take this opportunity also to acknowledge the Member of Parliament within who is amongst us, Member Khomotso Ramolobeng, the Chair of Correctional Services, MP God. And then last but not least, or rather let me also acknowledge the presence of Singaye, the MEC for Roads and Transport, the celebrant, Murek. And then amongst us, I will acknowledge the chairperson of the portfolio for roads and transport, Ntate Greg Sneeman. Sir, you are acknowledged. But let me also acknowledge the head of department for roads and transport, Ntate Jafta Makafula. Amongst us, we've got the chair of chairs for the city of Joburg, Ntate Marema Adolf. Yeah, no, thank you, Ntate Adolf. Rekwabare bo Adolf ba thomile bo Adolfina. Thank you, chair of chairs. And then let me take this opportunity to just inform you that as we program direct, we are going to be acknowledging people as they go. Maybe we also want to cut to the chase because we know that the leadership is highly engaged. So we would want to move speedily without further ado. But would like to also acknowledge the members of the clergy, Baruti Balengona amongst us, and acknowledge abo gogo bethu gogo Thokozani. Sibonile nokuthi sina intombi zethu amajiji akhona endaweni. Perhaps they are still coming from another area. But we want to also acknowledge all of you, community of Gauteng, who are informed that we are in the Tshwane area. So it's important to also acknowledge the leadership of Tshwane present here, as well as the leadership of the city of Johannesburg. But mostly let me acknowledge yourselves, the recipients of this beautiful road, the road users, the pedestrians who are going to be walking safely on where you are designated and not going to be crossing over the road when it is not safe. So I'd want to acknowledge all of you. Without further ado, it's always important to acknowledge the person who is going to be giving us an opening and welcoming. Yes, I did introduce myself as Mpia. Ntate Marema, over to you. Come and give us an opening and welcoming address. Adolf. Izaba.
Well, thank you very much. Let me acknowledge the Premier of Gauteng, Ntate Panyaza, Lesufi, hoi hoi! MEC wa rona Eriko Amogele also, MP ke a o amogela, baruti bokoko ke a le amogela, baduli ba Gauteng, baduli ba Tshwane, Johannesburg, you are welcome. Wa ka mmereko a so montši na so mogolo kwa o no bola le le botsa fela gore dimpya di bofilwe re di hokile dimpya a di ke ka se longwe ke dimpya ne so mo premier rona ra o rata mo Gauteng, rona ra o rata mo Gauteng. Before you arrive here, I was saying to MEC gore ha man premier so fitli nkonke di trata tse 3 tse 4 tsa local government man ka spitinyana he ba o khwetsa o tla ba botsa re ba tla patela. And I hope MEC you're going to accede to that request. So mmereko wa ka Ntate Lesufi aso montsha, I've already done the welcoming and the opening. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Thank you, Ntate Marema. Without further ado, let me acknowledge the following. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the chairman or the chairperson of the board, both chairpersons of the boards for both GMA as well as TEC. I also want to acknowledge the Gauteng taxi industry present here, both the National Taxi Alliance and Santaco. I also maybe perhaps want to extend a word of salutation to the regional structures as well as associations present. Let me also acknowledge Scholar Transport as a key stakeholder, the metered taxi, Sunwit as well as GWIT. Let me acknowledge also the law enforcement officers present here. So without further ado, I want to check if at all we do have stakeholders to just come and give a message of support. Do we have anybody from Santaco? Santaco, are you here? Okay. Do we have anyone who will speak on behalf of the National Taxi Alliance? Going once, twice? Okay. Do we have any councillor from Tshwane present here? Sir, you will indeed do our closing remark. Thank you very much. Do we have Scholar Transport present today with us here? Scholar Transport. Meneer, just come. I'm going to give you 2 minutes for a message of support as a stakeholder before we can hand over to the MEC to introduce and welcome the Premier. Scholar Transport, come upstage, give a message of support. Let's give him a round of applause. Baba.
Good morning. Is it still morning?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm on point. First and foremost, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Mbia for acknowledge for us to stand in front of each and everyone who is here to support the initiative. Standing in front of you, K Selolo, Public Relations Officer ya NEDCO, under the Gauteng region, Ekurhuleni region, under GGLTO. Number one, protocol observes our distinguished guests, Premier, MEC, and each and everyone behind you. Protocol observed, you are highly appreciated. Your presence here means a lot to us. To some of us who are here, seeing you here, it's a great honor, and standing in front of you, it's a privilege and a great honor to speak in front of you. Thank you. As Scholar Transport, we would like to thank the department and the recognition they've been giving us all along. We thank each and everyone who's been supporting the initiatives, each and every initiative that the government has put in place in order for the province to move forward and to grow. We really appreciate your support, and it doesn't go short, it doesn't go unnoticed. I thank you so much for believing in the leadership, as much as we also believe in the leadership that we're looking forward to greater things. The province is now growing under your leadership. We see that roads have been constructed, and we really appreciate it if we can see more of road constructions within our suburban areas and our locations. We are facing difficult times when we are driving our little ones to school. It becomes a chaos. My Premier, please, my Premier, I've got the privilege to stand in front of the Premier. So where my pillar high, so it's an honor. My Premier. As NEDCO and the Scholar Transport organization, not standing only for NEDCO, standing for all the scholar transporters who doing business and who are regulated under the government, because we promote registration and regulation of associations. We don't want to see associations being opened all around under no regulation, because sometimes we find that we can't even find out who the perpetrators are. You can't locate them, you can't trace them. So if you are registered under the government, the Gauteng and the whole government as per se, it will be much easier. And we really appreciate those parents who understand and appreciate our service, and those who understand our calling, that they must put their kids in registered and regulated transporters. So we as transporters, we will continue to support the department and the government in whatever they want us to support them in. Highly appreciated. My fellow colleagues, I see your presence here. When I stand in front of this, I tend to transform to be a brethren and start to preach. So, but for today, a round of applause to the department, a round of applause to the government, a round of applause to our province for doing a great job. This road is beautiful. I don't want to lie. This is beautiful. We want to see this all over Gauteng. We want to see such roads in our province to drive nicely and safely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Tsago Thembisa di bitsana ka di 1632. Thank you, 1632, a very key stakeholder, Scholar Transport. You were starting to speak about the chaos. I thought you were going to mention your overloads as part of the chaos. You are mum about that one. All right. No, thank you very much. Just know that we have got Mesa Pepper on our roads with her team, who will continue to do what is right and remove the korokoro mo ditseleng. So that's a given. It's non-negotiable. So thank you very much. Let me just check if at all we have women in transport. Is G-Wit here with us here? G-Wit? Okay. Going once, twice. All right, we're moving right along. Let me take this opportunity then to call up on stage the chair of the portfolio committee, Ntate Greg Sneeman, to just come and say a few supporting remarks. I know you've provided oversight on the work of the department chair. The opportunity given is therefore handed over to yourself, Chairman Sneeman. A round of applause, please.
Thanks very much, Program Director, Premier of the Province, Premier Panyaza Lesufi, the MEC Kedibone Diale-Tlabela, Member of Parliament present, Councillors present, and yourselves, guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Greg Schneeman. I have the privilege of being able to chair the Portfolio Committee on Transport and Logistics. I'm going to say a few things here, and if I'm out of order, so be it. When I was appointed and given this opportunity, Premier, I must say that transport was very low down on the radar screen. We had lots of incomplete projects. We had lots of challenges. But I want to say this, and I'm saying this deliberately, because in a few months' time, you must go and make a decision. But I want to say that over the last few years, we have seen a remarkable turnaround in transport in our province. We are seeing roads like this, and I'll come to this road, across the province, being constructed and completed. The days of incomplete projects and roads being started and then stopping have all but disappeared. Premier, I can safely say, as the chair of the Portfolio Committee, we witness these things on a daily basis. And new projects that are starting don't stop. They continue and they get completed. And so I want to say to yourselves here, in a few months, on the 4th of November, remember, you have a government that is hard at work. You have a government that is taking this province forward. And I want to appeal to you, make your decision wisely. That's all I want to say on that. And I thought I should use this platform and opportunity. But MEC, this was one of the first roads, I think it's the first road, that you turned the soil after you were appointed. I was just going back having a look. And if this road has been completed, I'm not aware that it wasn't completed on time or out of budget. And I want to say to you, MEC, well done to you and your team. Well done. Every road like this particular road, is going to have a huge impact on reducing congestion on the N1 highway. And every single new road that is built in our province, Premier, goes a long way to improving the economy as well. Because goods arrive on time. People arrive on time. People are not stuck. Goods are not stuck in traffic and arrive late. And so, as the chair of the committee and on behalf of the Portfolio Committee, we want to really applaud the fact that we are seeing such upgraded and modern infrastructure being rolled out in our province. And it's happening all the time. Let me just say this particular road cost in the region of 500 million rand. To build a road, it's expensive. It's very expensive. So when we travel on a road, always remember that there's a lot of money that's gone into that. But all of these roads will start to reduce the heavy congestion. On my way here, MEC, I got stuck in traffic coming onto the N1. And I actually phoned somebody and said, hey, I don't know if I'm going to get you. This traffic is heavy. And so this kind of infrastructure, modern, state-of-the-art, is going a long way to improving the congestion in our country, but it's going a long way to making our roads safer. This road has walkways, it has cycle paths, etc. And for us as a portfolio committee that I represent today, we appreciate and applaud that. I want to just end by saying that we've got major projects underway, Premier. Not my projects, it's projects of the MEC, but they are big projects. The R82 out in Kedibone, the K31 out in Beyers-Naudé, and many other roads that are under construction. And we as a committee are happy with what we are seeing. We do our oversight, but we are very happy. My parting words to all of you: when you leave here, there are rules of the road. If you drove here, you would have seen their speed signs. And we want to appeal to you, please stick to the speed signs. If it's 120, drive 120, not 150. If it's 80, drive 80. We also want to appeal to you to be courteous to others on the road. Let's play our part in reducing accidents. Let's play our part in making sure that when we leave home, we arrive safely at our destinations, and others too. So once again, to the MEC and the department, well done and congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chair. Indeed, the only thing we want traveling faster than cars on this road is Gauteng's economy. Nothing else. Obey the speed limit. And to those who always say to us on the phones, hey, I'm stuck in traffic. Your days are, you need to find another excuse. Because K101 is here to speak to those bottleneck issues. So thank you very much, Chairperson. I had not acknowledged the CEO of TEC as well as the board members of GMA present here. I just acknowledged the chairpersons of TEC, or the chairpersons of board. Let me also acknowledge the CEO of G-Fleet present here. So we will then go to our next item. So thank you very much, Chairperson. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to call up on stage the MEC for Roads and Transport, the celebrant. MEC, over to you. And we know that beyond your remarks, you will also call up on stage the Premier of Gauteng. MEC for Roads and Transport, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Thembisa. How do you celebrate when there's still more to be done? Thank you very much to the Premier of our province, Ntate Hoi Hoi Panyaza Lesufi. Hoi Hoi Panyaza Lesufi, Hoi Hoi. Hoi Hoi Panyaza Lesufi, Hoi Hoi. Hoi Hoi Gauteng, Hoi Hoi. We are the only province that has a special greeting. Thank you very much, Premier. I must say that where we are, on your left it's Gauteng, and on your right, Premier, is R1, K101 and the N1. And we shall win. Let me greet also the key stakeholders that are here. The Gauteng transport industry, all of you combined. Premier, I must give report that I have a bittersweet relationship. HOD, you are disturbing the Premier. We are having a bittersweet relationship with these critical stakeholders, be it scholar transport, taxi industry, bus operators. I'm always fighting with these people. But when we are outside, we have friends. So it's quite difficult, but we are winning a lot of battles together. Let me also greet the community of Tshwane and Johannesburg that were part of this project. I know that it has not been easy, and to my comrades, councillors, even from the DA, you are my comrades, because we worked together to achieve this. It was not perfect, but we did it. Let me also greet my colleagues, the chairpersons of boards that I'm always with, and they are always welcoming when I have challenges in the department to say, let's use the capacity you have in the entities to solve the problems that the department have. And thank you very much, chairpersons and your board members, for the support that you continue to give us, including the absorbing the pressure that I put on yourselves. I know when I'm very pressured, I tell you, but thank you very much for being that support, Premier. I have support. When you pressurize me, I have a place to go through the board members that I have in the entities. Let me thank the HOD and the CEOs for really accepting the leadership that the Premier is providing. Let me also thank you, Premier, for bewitching me. And I'll explain very soon why do I say you bewitched me. And also thank the partnership we have with faith-based organizations as we continue to face road fatalities that we have in our province. We are amongst the highest provinces. City of Johannesburg and City of Tshwane have high pedestrian fatalities, and Diale-Tlabela baruti. Bogoko, sicela imithandazo. We have a lot of lives lost on our roads. And to communities, we have a responsibility not to walk drunk on the road. If you decide to walk at night, please make sure that you are visible. But a road like K101, it's not for pedestrian to walk where the vehicles must drive. There are walkways. Just stick to your pedestrian walkway, not crossing where you are not supposed to cross. If you check, we've made sure that there's pedestrian crossing. We've made sure that there are bus stops. So let's educate one another. Please do not litter on our roads. Let me thank the chair of the portfolio committee, Comrade Greg, and the portfolio committee. It was a bit difficult at the beginning, but through your proactive oversight, we are managing to achieve a whole lot of things. Let me also thank my comrades, Comrade Khomotso, who is an MP and chairperson of the Portfolio Committee for Correctional Services. Thank you very much for coming. And all protocol observers, the councillors from both Tshwane. I saw that Tshwane, what wards are here. I saw Kenny also earlier here. Premier, can I give you a report that this is amongst the nightmare projects we had, and I think it's amongst those that when you appointed me on the 7th of October 2022, you said go make sure that the incomplete projects are finished. And then you further bewitched me. I think the last time I attended a 6 o'clock with you was somewhere in late November 2022. It was a very painful morning because I didn't sleep the whole night. I went out with friends. And I arrived home around 3 o'clock and we had a 6 o'clock. So I arrived home to bath and go to the meeting. It was very painful. And on the way to Johannesburg from Tshwane, I said, I shall never attend these meetings again. Because this is a meeting to say the department is not performing. It's a punishment. So I shall not be punished again. Unfortunately, to those I work with in the department, then I transferred Buloibolo Bahau to Bona. And we all gotten used to it. And after I saw 10 this project, and after familiarizing myself with what is it all about, I realized that there are loopholes and we are likely not to finish it on time and within cost. And it's true, Comrade Greg, we didn't finish it on time. And solely because the department has shelved road designs. So the road designs that are there, including this one, are more than 15 years old. So they are not compatible to what is now on the ground. And that's why we took long, and that's why we also exceeded the budget that was allocated here. So in the old design, they didn't take into consideration that the community in Ivory Park, Thembisa, have grown, and now they have vehicles to commute to Johannesburg, to join this road to commute to Johannesburg. So sitting down with the team, we had to redesign the bridge that was designed here to accommodate traffic. And that took us about 6 months delay, and the project was then delayed with 6 months. And then if you give account to the rainy season, it's plus 2 months. So this project, in as much as it's complete today, it was delayed with 8 months. And that 8 months comes with money. And then when it comes to budget premium, so when communities strike and stop a project, every day it's millions. So when you decide that you are going to stop any project of government, as long as government has already handed over that project to a contractor, like on roads, contractors do site establishment, and then they bring machinery. That machinery, as long as it has landed on our project, it counts. And it's not small cents, it's millions. Millions that we could have saved to build another road, millions that we could have saved to resurface that local municipality road, Ntate Marema. So we're saying to communities and to councillors, let's educate one another that a project is not stopped. Because when you stop it, there's something called variation orders that I committed myself that I'll reduce. And we need to find ways, and that's why we have changed how we do social facilitation and stakeholder engagement. Premier is one of the areas that we have improved to make sure that before we do site establishment, we should consult extensively with communities and make sure that they understand that the project is starting and how many opportunities is coming with that. So we are trying to do to make sure that we don't have what is called construction mafias in Gauteng, because construction mafias deter women entities to participate in the project, deter youth to participate, because women, when there's fights, they run away. So we are trying hard to ensure we fix it. So this is not just a road for us in the Department of Roads and Transport under our leadership, Premier. Is a lesson learned. What are the things that we picked up? And we used the lessons here to go and improve on other road infrastructure development projects that we have. We have K73 that was done under your leadership. We did it on time and within the cost. I think we deserve a round of applause on that. So that's a road that was finalized. We found the concept, me and you, Premier, and then we made sure that we used lessons from other projects to make sure that it started and finished. The Allendale Road, that's the road that I can pride myself that it was done on time and within cost. And this one, it was one of our nightmares, and we continue to finish them. So we are saying to you, Premier, as we hand over this project, let's also thank Lone Rock. It's not a popular company in Gauteng. And we're teaching them on how to deal with communities. This is the only company ever since I've been in the department that get community members arrested. So when you come and disrupt, they say they try to talk to you and help you, but then when you come again, or the different groupings come again, they resort to the courts. And their argument is these people delay the projects, and you say we must make sure that there are no variation orders. So we have taught them, but we want to thank you, Tate Godfrey and the team, for the great work that you have done. Premier, we have had 4 provinces so far coming to us as Department of Roads and Transport to learn from the work we are doing. And thanks to your leadership, because it shows that we are now a national province, but we must not be like a Kurle. So we have had KZN coming to look at this project and other projects that we have. Just yesterday we were hosting Free State to come and benchmark and study our smart licensing model, as well as the bus subsidy contracts, as we are the only province that has that model, and they were advised that they must come learn from us, and we share our experiences on the project, and we are hopeful that we will continue to lead the country. But the last report I want to give you, Premier, also, as we are worried with the costs related to road infrastructure development in our province, we have then said to CSIR, can you please check whether we are using monies of people of Gauteng effectively and efficiently? And the preliminary reports are, there's another province that we are sharing borders with. We construct roads 20% lesser than that province. I can't name it because they don't have access to the report. So we are quite cheaper, but we are working hard on our sourcing strategy, including the funding model, because municipalities are struggling, but we have worked together to coordinate our road maintenance program and see how we share the little resources we have as a provincial government to assist them. So to all the partners and all communities, this is an opportunity for us to rebuild this family called South Africa. This is an opportunity for all of us to wake up that rebuild must not be done by government, but it's the role of all of us. And there's a family to be rebuilt. And that family, one is Gauteng, and that family is South Africa, because if Gauteng does not get its act together, the whole country will be sick. And we plead with yourselves to work closely with us. Of course, yes, we have committed mistakes before. We have started the program under Panyaza Lesufi to correct those mistakes. And indeed, we are correcting them, but we can't do it alone. So when you see people tampering with a guardrail, when you see people tampering with a stop sign, a street light, as well as a robot, please report. Take a video. Very soon we are coming up with a policy that will handsomely pay you. So when I'm with a robot, that's what we are learning. When yours is to take a video and the registration number, tell us the time, and then Runa, because to fix a robot takes about 500,000 to 1.5 million. And then I said to HOD, then citizens must get their share if they've reported and we successfully recover our money from that person or to robot. Maybe we have 10%. So 10% of 500, okay? 50 tower. Eh? We can solve the problem of damage, theft and vandalism of our road infrastructure. So Premier, we are trying to put together that. We are doing extensive research on it because we want all citizens, community members to participate in policy. And this is a low-hanging fruit of resolving the challenges we have on damage of road furniture that we have. So thank you very much, Premier, for your support. Thank you very much to the councillors that have been very supportive. Thank you very much to the community at large. This is your road, Premier. You will hand over to your people. I don't have to introduce your Premier. Who doesn't know the Premier of Gauteng? Let's welcome Premier with a very hot song. I can't sing to save my life. Panyaza rimurata kaufela ritsamaya liena ukara lisho.
Thank you so much. Really, you may be seated. Thanks so much, MEC. Let me thank you and also thank the chair of the Portfolio Committee of Prisons, not Correctional Services, it's prisons. As well as the chair of chairs and the chair of the Portfolio Committee of Roads and Transport in our province, and the chairs of agencies that are in our province, and as well as the leadership of the church and our traditional leaders, and the stakeholders that are representing various transport organizations. And I also want to acknowledge all of you that are here. I refuse to accept that we are opening a road. We are not opening a road, we are opening an economy. We are opening an economy that will debunk the thought that since 1994 we have not built any new roads, but we have destroyed roads that were built by other people. We are here to demonstrate that we can build, we can construct, and we can create opportunities for our people. The MEC says on my right is Gauteng, on the left is whatever road. I'm saying on my right is Ekurhuleni, on the left is Johannesburg, up north there is Tshwane. This road is opening the economy of the 3 metros at once. And to me, that's what excites me. That we have taken a tangible step, that those that thought that will not buy cars because they had a privilege to go to quality school, they had a privilege to go to quality universities, we didn't have that privilege, we caught up later, now we are buying our own cars. We are able to connect all these communities. That those that are coming from Ivory Park, those that are coming from Deep Sloot, those that are coming from Nelmapias and other areas, they can utilize a quality road instantly and go wherever they want to go. To us, that's a success. But we are also not opening a road, we are opening opportunities. We are opening opportunities those that must arrive early at work. We are opening opportunities for those that want to transport their goods. We are also opening opportunities for those that are looking for those opportunities. So we are not only excited as the Gauteng provincial government that we are opening this road, but we are excited that we are opening opportunities for those that were denied opportunities. My only limitation, Comrade Greg, is that with what MEC Kedibone Diale-Tlabela have just indicated, that there were delays, there were all other things, it makes it practically impossible to bring other departments to plan along your plans. Because to me, a road like this, we should not only open it, but we should declare this is the only road where you can't drive with a false number plate. This is the only road that you can't be hijacked. This is the only road that you can't have a car that is not in order, because we have integrated systems of government. So that we open all these things at once. But if another department will go ahead and other department is behind, this integrated approach will not work. But I'm excited that now that we have opened the roads, CCTV cameras must come here. They must be here so that no one is doing something wrong in this particular route. And it's not only about hijackings, but it's about the same thing that you are saying, vandalism. Because there is a huge trust deficit between government and our citizens, there are some people that have taken advantage of that trust deficit. Instead of complaining against those that are vandalizing our roads, destroying our traffic lights, the first thing people will do is to blame government. Whereas it's us that have built this thing, And there is no way that we've built something and we can destroy it. But those that are destroying this infrastructure, these are the people that no one blames them. And I'm glad that the MEC is putting a suggestion to honor and reward those that are reporting this thing. I appreciate that, MEC, but that's a long drive. To me, the quickest way to repay, the quickest way to fix the vandalized infrastructure, the quickest way to recover our money is that those that drive cars and have insurance companies, if they take down our traffic light, before the insurance company fix their car, the insurance company must pay us first, and the rest they will give it to that particular individual. That's the quickest way. Because we can't have people that are excited about Savannah, and after drinking that Savannah, they want to kiss our robots with our cars. We are not in a relationship with their cars. So we have to be very firm, MEC. And that is why I'm saying we need systems that can assist us to deal with these issues. But MEC, let me tell you, I'm also, and I have nothing with small businesses. I have nothing against the people that are assisting us to contract roads. I really believe time has arrived that we must train and empower our people, especially young people that are unemployed. When we have these contracts, it must be us as government that hand over unemployed people to these companies so that people can be employed. We can't have fewer people that are employed in a project of 500 million and we have less than either 100 and 150 people that are employed. It can't work that way because people are prioritizing profits over. I'm seeing many hands now, MEC. I don't know whether it's a business forum or what, I don't know. Mza, can you attend to those hands? I don't know.
Can we wait for the Premier to speak? This is wrong.
It's disrespectful, actually.
We don't do that. Please don't
So,
do that.
MEC, you can't have so many people that are unemployed and you are starting these big projects, but the level of unemployment remains the same. Because some of these companies prefer to employ people that are coming in other countries and other provinces rather than employing our people in our own provinces, in our own communities. We can't allow that situation to continue unchallenged, where people believe that they can just go in the street and someone just say, "Miyamiyazi lo msebenzi, mina miyamiyazi lo msebenzi," and employ that miyamiyazi and leave our people that are ready to work on these things. Aona miyamiyazi and nothing. We must train our people so they themselves can be miyamiyazi and they can be employed to deal with the challenges. I can tell you people, if we can't create jobs for our people, we must forget that we have a government for the people. We can't reduce our people to be beggars in their own country. And we can't reduce our people to be grant recipients that they must get 370 every month. If you can give me those 370 and train all of them, and when I build RGP houses, when I build schools, when I build clinics, when I build roads, I take these people and be employed and deal with the issues that he wants to deal in our society. That's how you empower society. And that's how you build a country. So I want to thank you, MEC, that finally we've got this road. I'm not going to say what I said to you in your HOD. You recall vividly that I said, I've got your resignation letter. I also have the resignation letter of the HOD, that if this road can be opened on the 1st of July, I'm going to sign the resignation letters. So you have disappointed me. But the thing that I like, you've disappointed me with good things. That we now have quality, perfect road that we are unveiling today to ensure that our people can benefit out of this project. I want to conclude by saying the community of Gauteng, we want to thank you for your patience. We want to thank you for your understanding. To run government as nip up and flesh. And there will be those that will criticize us because we are doing something. Because I've never seen somebody being criticized for doing nothing. It's only those that are doing something that will be criticized. But what disappoints me in most instances, somebody that has never built a road, somebody that have never built a school, somebody that have never built a hospital will come to our communities and saying, I will be better. How can you be better when you have done nothing in your entire life? So, and there are many people, they make noise. You go to the WhatsApp group, they are making noise. And that particular person, this government that I have the honor to lead, umuntu ku WhatsApp ya TikTok ale government enzanga next, I'm paying food at school for umntwanake, I'm giving a child grant for umntwanake, I'm taking care of uniform of umntwanake, but ugu TikTok, this government, why did you bring your own child when you can't take care of that particular child? Bathanda bangathandi will continue to do our work because our work is not influenced by any other thing but the desire to improve the lives of our people. So bangati yepi, they will get tired. We are going to move forward to transform this society that we belong in. The transformation agenda will never be postponed. Never. There will be no one that thinks that there can be a regime change in this country so that they can reverse the transformation agenda. Our message is simple. Those that are sick must go to our hospitals and get quality healthcare system, even if they don't have a medical aid, because medical aid can be God that determine who lives and who dies. And anyone who opposes NHI, anyone who opposes the Bela Act, they are the enemies of our people and will never tolerate them where we stand. So that is why we say this transformation agenda must continue. We must build these roads. That's transformation. And we know we have problems of housing. We are now accelerating the housing delivery as well. We are building beautiful houses. You can go as if you are at Thembisa Mall. You'll see the kind of houses that we are building that side. We are just begging you, but Bengals, we must not turn this province to be a shanty province. Unamkuku every morning, every area in our communities. We can't continue that way. Because Mautet to beg him kukus ufuna mans, ufuna electricity, ufuna umkwak. And we can't cope with those numbers. And that is why we say, let's plan together and integrate this development in our province together. But this is an opportunity for all of us. Let's celebrate this road and thank the teams, the companies that have built these roads, the department and all the agencies that have done exceptionally well to have this particular road. Those that says this country after 1994, we are not building, we are only changing names of the streets of the roads that were built by their forefathers. Here is a new road that we have built. Thank you so much.
Oi, 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 oi. Asinike nabantwana bethu chance ya iphimililizelo lapho. Nazi ingane zethu bo. Brass band, be on standby. Brass band, come closer.
Wow.
Yasa re nshate wa duma. Ai. Siyabonga abantwana bami, asibanikeni izandla. Brass band. Brass band. Abo! Awuzangena zase St John madoda. Hey! give us a last one and then we go to a vote of thanks. Chapelle Matson. Diale-Tlabela. Thank you very much, Prosper. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. A round of applause, please. Stay so. How am I? Not even Luminyagazonyana. How? All right, we are at the end of our program. We are going to call up on stage Councillor Visser from Ward 65 to come and give us a vote of thanks. Meneer Visser.
Good day, everybody. My name is Councillor Visser. I'm not going to make a speech. I'm just here to say a word of thanks, and specifically I'm going to start with people that made this day possible for all of us. Firstly, Premier Panyaza Lesufi, thank you for being here today. It's for us an honour to be with you, and the contribution your department has made together with your MEC, Kedibone, Diale-Tlabela, thank you. I know we had our times when we didn't agree, and we had our difficulties, but at the end of the day, all is well that ends well. I want to thank the various MMCs that are here, the Minister, the MECs from the City of Johannesburg, and then very important, our stakeholders or role players, Taxi Association, the various SMMEs that participated, our labourers that were here during the project. You are the important people because we had the opportunity to create jobs, experiences. However, I need to agree with the Premier. We had an unfortunate incident where many of the labourers and the SMMEs were not from the 3 wards. And I would like us to learn from this in future. We have to capacitate our people, we have to empower our people, and our people are the people of Gauteng. So if we can take that with us. Before I thank more people, the most important take of today, after all the speakers, Premier, MEC, is that for South Africa to move forward, roads are very important. Roads grow economies. When we grow economies, we create jobs. When we create jobs, we give opportunity to people. When we give opportunity, we redress the horrible past of apartheid that happened many years ago. And roads is an opportunity to do that. Lastly, I want to thank the Ward 77 brass band. What a fabulous band. I can listen to you guys all day. At least they're not far away so I can speak. And then to our chilly, beautiful ladies with your dancing. That was fabulous. We really appreciate it. To all the staff from the Gauteng province that made the day such a special event. Thank you very much. And then the all the service providers for today, thank you for that. The planning was superb. I'm very proud to be a public representative in Gauteng, be it the City of Tshwane, Ward 65. Then lastly, I have to thank my 2 fellow ward councillors. Charmaine, if you can maybe just stand, if you don't mind. Charmaine from City of Johannesburg, Ward 92. She's from the ANC, I'm from the DA. And then my colleague from City of Tshwane, Thembisa. Where are you? He was here. If you can, where's he? No, I don't see him now. But we were able to work together as a team, and we stood united, and we had to make very difficult statements. But at the end of the day, all 3 of us acted in the best interest of the labourers, the SMMEs, and the community as such. With those few words, I'm closing off. I wish everybody a wonderful day, a safe drive. I'm so excited I'm going to drive up and down this road for the rest of the day. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Watch out for the speed trap there, Councillor Visser. Don't overdo it. Thank you very much, Councillor. And I must say, you are dressed to the occasion. Scotch never die. Die by mistake. By people by mistake. By jealous. Thank you very much, Councillor Visser, and thank you for acknowledging the, cooperation you had with your colleagues. They took their political affiliations and put it aside in the best interest of the community here. And let's give them once again a round of applause. Thank you very much for being such a wonderful audience. It's always very difficult because when we come here, we've got different beliefs, different cultures, different outlooks on life. So thank you very much for giving us the respect, and please look after your infrastructure. We don't want to come here reporting on 702 how dark the road is, how dark up the road is, how filthy the road is. Sometimes we ask that as community members we take initiative of our own surrounding. Our environment is not only dependent on government to clean up, but we are requesting that we do the same and be patriotic South Africans. So thank you very much. We are going to request that you remain where you are. We are informed that as we are going to release the Premier